This is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform, and I'm going to show you how you can easily combine any number of Excel files into one sheet using Easy Data Transform. Here is a folder with two Excel files containing daily temperature and humidity data. Each Excel file has a separate sheet for each month. Each sheet has the same three columns and a row for each day. In order to do some analysis, we want to combine all of this data into a single sheet. We could drag all the files onto Easy Data Transform and then use a stack transform, but that's a bit unwieldy and we would have to edit it each time the number of files or the names of the files changed. So let's use the input folder feature. Drag the folder onto Easy Data Transform. Easy Data Transform has correctly inferred that we want to import Excel format files with extension XLSX. Click the List Matches button to check what will be included. Note that this is just showing us the order of the files and sheets that will be input. Files are listed in alphabetical order in each folder. If we check and subfolders, it will also do a depth first traverse of any subfolders. We can change the matching files wildcard to only input a subset of the files. For example, but let's input all the files for this example. Once we're happy, click OK to perform the input. All the data has now been input to this single data set. If we want to change various input options for the files, we can do it in the right pane. The Ignore Empty Columns option will only be applied after all files have been read. If we want to see what file and sheet each row is from, we can add meta information for each row in a new column. A new meta info column has been added. By default, columns are aligned by column position. For example, the first column of file 2 is aligned with the first column of file 1 regardless of the column names. That's fine here because all the files have the same column structure. If the column names or ordering varies between files, you can handle this automatically using a schema. See the documentation for more information on schemas. You will be warned if header names or the number of columns differ between sheets. Once we've input all the data, we can also perform all sorts of transformations. For example, we can change the sort order by selecting the input and clicking Sort. The rows are now sorted by descending date. Once we're happy with our data, we can output it to a single Excel sheet. Click on To File. We generally don't want to output to the same folder we're importing from, so let's output it to the parent folder. And we can view the output. We can also input folders of CSV, XML, JSON and various other types of files. It's very similar except you don't need to worry about sheet names. This is a very small example, but Easy Data Transform can handle combining hundreds or thousands of files with multiple sheets each. Easy Data Transform can also do sophisticated step-by-step data transformations to clean up, merge, reshape, reformat and visualize your data. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.